Those Gibson guitars are junk. They're built like shit. They can never sound good. You gotta upgrade everything on your Gibson.
False. It's just false. It's ridiculous. It's false. You're an idiot. Stop. Not all Gibsons are good. Of course, we've all had bad ones. There's good ones too. But what about this one? This was a random AliExpress purchase. But, don't go there with the color. Oh, it's too yellow. It's the first thing we hear. Oh, it's too yellow. In my opinion, it's too yellow. Drink another toddy. The Gibson VOS guitar is quite yellow. It's funny. The internet's kind of a funny place, right? Well, but they're junk. Okay, well, it's so junky that I left this out in the snow for, God, I forget how long. I'll put a link to the video here. Left it out in the snow. Freezing temperatures, sub-freezing temperatures. Then immediately brought it back in. I think it was maybe 10 days in the snow. In the weather. Then brought it in and put it in the effing oven. Yeah. Superheated it. Ice melting on it. Of course, I couldn't shut the oven door quite because, it's a guitar. Don't have a mansion with a huge oven like that. But I worked the best with what I had to work with. And the guitar, well, guess what? It functioned and it played. And then everybody said,
But sounded like garbage after.
Well, guys, I just plugged it in and played it after being out in the weather. And it was almost pretty close to in tune. I don't think your Gibson would do that. And now it's been hanging on the wall for a long, long time. And I pulled it off the wall. Checked the tuning, and surprisingly, it was in tune with the exception of the A string. Just a little touch out. And here it is. Haven't did a thing to it. And, well, does it sound good? Does it really sound like garbage? We're not going to go into a deep of this guitar. Or where I got it. Or anything like that. This video is to show you that, well, they're not garbage. They're not made like garbage. If you want to upgrade your electronics, hardware, whatever, have it if you need to. But for the most part, these Chibson guitars, the wood is phenomenal that they build them with. There's, it's phenomenal. This is a great guitar. Do have a couple scratches in it now, for sure. But it's still overall pretty good. And this is the same guitar that fell, 10, 11 feet off my balcony and hit the floor below. And that's why the neck's sanded down right here, because I had a little, looked like a crack, but it was a finish crack. So I sanded it to make sure, and no cracks, guys. No cracks. It does have a little bit of a crack right here on the side of the binding right there from an 11-foot drop. Headstock, no issues. Tuning still stayed stable. Nothing has gone wonky on me. The frets are nibs. And they're perfect. I got the actions. This is one of my lowest actions right here. Low. I watched a video the other day where somebody said, you can't get your action. An action at a millimeter is almost impossible. Well, here's your impossible. Let's play it. Left talky. Let's play it and piss off some guitar gurus. Let's do it. So what we're going to do is just a little backing track. Simple. So you guys can actually hear some notes. Simple. I mentioned it was simple. It's going to be simple. Let's do this crazy little thing called love. It's not really that song. Let's do it, though. See what we got. So let's do that. Let's get into this. Here, jam. Simple. well, I think that sums it up. I think it sounds pretty good. It's staying in tune, at least, and like I said, easy. But you could hear the intonation. You could hear how well it is, and what have I done to this guitar? Well, I put a brass. This is probably what changed the tone. I put a brass switch knob on it. Factory tuners, factory hardware, and yeah, everything's factory, but this little piece of brass must have done it. It must make it awesome. No, it was just an awesome guitar. Nothing's been done. No electronic changes. Nothing. If anything, it's more damaged and worse than it was before. So there's that. So yes, you can get decent, cheap guitars and Chibson guitars that play good out of the box without any upgrades. You can. And it happens a lot. Actually, a majority of the time, nobody wants to say that, but it's a majority of the time the guitars are fine, especially for the skill level. You could take this guitar on stage and gig with it. It's been in tune for months, hanging on the wall. I guess that speaks volumes right there. It was torture tested in the cold, sub-freezing temperatures for 10 days, maybe 11, and then put in an oven at 400 or 450 degrees, and then plugged in and played. Once again, link to that video is below and will be at the end. And people still will say they're garbage. I think they're racist. I don't think they like the Chinese, but definitely not garbage. Proof's in the pudding. Cool guitar. Hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember, it's rock and roll that makes the world do that spinny thing, or maybe it's what keeps the world flat and level. I don't know, whatever floats your boat. All right, guys, talk to you later.